shifting our focus to one statement he has made. He's done it once again. Now, it's a US president who has once again claimed credit for brokering the so-called ceasefire between India and Pakistan, something which he has been doing for a long time, always, and obviously with a lot of flip-flops. Now, following the last month's hostilities, remember, after Operation Sindoor, Trump any which way has been saying the same. This time, speaking at a NATO meeting, that's a NATO meeting in Hague, the president, US President Trump, basically once again claimed that he, quote unquote, prevented a nuclear war, saying that he used trade deals as a leverage to secure the ceasefire. There will be no trade if you keep fighting, is what he claims to have told both the sides.
India and Pakistan, and that wasn't whether or not they may someday have nukes like we're talking about in the Middle East, like we're talking about with Israel and Iran. This is they have nuclear weapons. I ended that with a series of phone calls on trade. I said, look, if you're going to go fighting each other, it was getting very bad. You know how bad that last attack was. It was really bad. If you're going to go fighting each other, we're not doing any trade deal. No, 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 you have to do a trade deal. I said, we're not doing any trade deal. General from Pakistan was in my office last week. You know, Prime Minister Modi is a great friend of mine. He's a great gentleman. He's a great man. And I got them to reason. I said, we're not doing a trade deal if you're going to fight. And if you're going to fight each other, we're not doing a trade deal. And you know what? They said, no, I want to do the trade deal. We stopped the nuclear war. Go ahead.
And viewers, this isn't the first time that the President Trump has made such claims. It was he who at first announced the India-Pakistan ceasefire. That was on May 10th. On May 15th, while addressing the US troops at a base in Qatar, he had said that he was sure as hell. Again, I'm just quoting him, sure as hell helped make it happen during a joint press briefing. That was with the then Doge head Elon Musk on May 30th. Trump declared, and I'm quoting him verbatim, we stopped India-Pakistan from fighting. And just yesterday, that is obviously at Hague, where he reiterated the claim, saying that the ceasefire only took a few phone calls. Reacting to Trump's remarks, it's the opposition which started targeting the Prime Minister and the central government once again. Taking to the social media platform X, it was Congress leader Pawan Khera who said, and I quote, if you praise the Prime Minister, he'll undermine India's interest. It was also Congress MP Jairam Ramesh who reiterated a very similar attack. Okay, Rishabh is still live with us. So, Rishabh, talking about all the statements which have been coming from the side of the Congress party, what we also must underline here, while politics obviously is underway, is that a lot of flip-flops have been made by Trump, isn't it? One day he says that I brokered the deal. Few days later, he says, India-Pak reached a ceasefire. Once again, he goes back to the initial claim saying that it was me mentioning, the trade deal, which is a result of which obviously was the ceasefire. Can you take us through a timeline of flip-flops by President Trump?
Well, Meenakshi, there have been 17 such instances where, Donald Trump has made statement on India and Pakistan since May 10th. Let's start from day one. First came at around 5:35 p.m. on 10th of May that India and Pakistan have agreed to ceasefire, a US brokered ceasefire. This was the word that was used. India, very categorically, within 15 minutes, Foreign Secretary came in, and Mr. Vikram Misri came in and made a statement that the DGMO of Pakistan had reached out to Indian DGMO and had decided that from 5 p.m. that evening, ceasefire will, not ceasefire, the word that India used was understanding and cessation of hostilities at the border, at LOC and international border, will prevail. That is what India's stand was. Then came a statement again from Donald Trump saying that my administration brokered this deal. Again, India rebutted it. Meanwhile, Pakistan thanked Donald Trump for the ceasefire for obvious reasons. When you need money, you need to, actually go after praising the borrower for you. Apart from that, then there came a moment where Donald Trump actually agreed that, it was him suggesting it, but it was India and Pakistan, and this was around 16th or 17th of May. Then came the court order where, Donald Trump administration had officially under oath said that they have used trade and tariff to broker peace between India and Pakistan. This was around 22nd of May. Then happened the G7 summit. Then happened the way, we have the call between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Donald Trump, where India very categorically said that India has retaliated, that it does not need any mediation between India and Pakistan, and especially no mediation on Kashmir for that matter. Same evening, Donald Trump again said that he stopped two nuclear powers from fighting. So, there have been consistency in one thing that I did.
Absolutely. So no consistency, multiple flip-flops. The Congress, though, once again latching on to those statements. There's a lot of domestic politics also happening on that statement, and we will take a look at it through the course of the day. As of now, thank you, Rishabh, for putting, Trump's statement in perspective for us. We'll slip into a short commercial break. Another big breaking news lined up on the other side. Don't go anywhere.